You said you got a message for Harry Kane. What's that?
Just think he's let everyone down today. Top scorer in Europe, captain of England, England's greatest ever player. I'm hearing all this talk. Where was he today? We're begging for him to come off at half time for a Villa player or a Brentford player. Game's gone. Harry Kane, for me, strip him of captaincy. He's not welcome on English soil, and stay in Germany.
Hold on. Listen, no. I'm not gonna claim here. I'm not gonna claim as an Arsenal fan, right, to be the biggest fan of Kane because he's a former Tottenham player, but he has been fantastic for England over the years. Yes, we got to be real, right? And I don't know. I just felt like there was something up with him.
Yeah,
this tournament, like an injury. I think you're going a bit over the top. And that's even I'm saying that.
Yeah, but as the captain, shouldn't you be strong enough to say I'm not fit to play?
Yeah, but no one says that, do they? They want to push through.
Is it selfishness? Does he want the golden boot? Is he more bothered about winning these individual trophies? Because as Chiellini said, it's the history of the Tottenham. They can't do it on the big stage ever. These Tottenham players, they let us down.
What do you think with Gareth Southgate, the manager? Listen, it's another final.
It is.
It's another loss, but it's another final.
It is.
Semi-finals. I mean, do you keep him or is it time to change?
I think it's time for change, but I've not been a big praiser of Southgate, but fair play to him. He's been the best we've had probably since '66, and he has galvanised the England fans, which is hard to do. And you can't please the England fans. We're fickle because we abuse him every week and then we sing Southgate, you're the one. So, I mean, you can't win, but I think it's time for change. Gary O'Neill, Potter, Howe, someone like, I mean, I don't want an English manager, but we're probably going to do it. But, I mean, if we could get a Mourinho or, like you said, a Klopp, that'd be brilliant because the passion.
Yeah, and I just want you to say one word for the fans. That to me, it was like 75%, 70% of that stadium were England fans.
Yeah.
A word for them?
I think we've been great. There's obviously the odd idiot, but we've been humble in defeat, which is good. And we've sung our hearts out, but just not to be again. But we'll be there next year. 2026, America. Kobe will be there. He will. Bring it home this time, hopefully, him and Jude.
I was just chatting to my man here, right? He's a Liverpool fan, and I was saying Klopp as the new manager. What do you reckon?
I've said it plenty, like to my cousin. It's not necessarily Klopp whether he will actually come, but more of a case of that's the kind of manager we need. Our strength's going forward, and we've proven that. Defensively, we're solid, but we need someone that's going to push us. The attacking players, we've got too much going forward. Spain are not better than us. We lost, fair play, but I mean, you have to agree.
Do you look on it now then? I mean, you're talking that. Is that it for Gareth?
It's got to be.
I mean, he's done brilliant. It's another final, but
do you know what? Like, I would never call Gareth out. I haven't before today. In my terms, what he's done for English football, from like youth, academy, grassroots, etc. You can't ever replace that, and England fans shouldn't get on his back about that. But I feel like we do need that next step. Someone that is actually going to say, okay, let's go forward. Let's push forward with a young team. Maybe a younger manager. Maybe a younger manager.
Yeah. Well, And listen, what was it like? Your experience in there. I know. Listen, when we scored that goal, I mean, that was.
I mean, like from minute one to even when Spain were being presented the trophy, the England fans in there are amazing. I mean, we were probably 75% of that stadium at least.
75% of it was England fans.
Yeah, so from minute one, every single person here, as well as the players, they should be proud. It's the final, you got the likes of Kylian Mbappe that haven't even made it into the final, So when you look at it like that, the guys should be proud. This whole Euros hasn't been about good football. Spain have been consistent. That's the only reason they were there. We were there because maybe luck of the dice, but
and the thing about it, we'll be back. We'll be back next couple of years, America.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so I drove here tonight, and unfortunately, America might be a bit too far.
You drove from England?
Drove from England, yeah. So we drove.
What was your route?
What the sat-nav said. No, so basically, had a wedding yesterday afternoon. So I went to that, got in the car, and
Hey, listen, fair play. Fair play. Well,
Yeah,
listen.
I think it was about 8 o'clock this morning. We've got about 8
You
o'clock.
got to
this
drive back
morning.
now?
No, we've got a hotel. We've got a hotel tonight. Need somewhere to sit down. So yeah, but
Well, listen, what can I say? We're all gutted, but we'll be back again.
yeah, definitely. And the thing is, every single supporter that you see here today, you know, they'll all be back again. So it's not the team. It's, you know, the country. We are England, aren't we? So
We're England, mate.
that's it.
So, listen, I've got a gooner here, right? And he's as gutted as I am right now because, listen, it's not about Arsenal tonight. It's about England.
Sad to take.
Another final. Lost.
Another one, but we're there. That's all that matters. Well, it's not, is it? But we've got to 2 with Southgate.
Yeah.
I think he's taken us as far as he can.
Serious?
I think it's time for him to step down, do the right thing, step down, and I think we need to look for a new manager and reset. Press that reset button for America now. That's next. But
Are you know, do you look on it and think to yourself, we should be playing like our Spain play? No. Or do you look on it and just say, we've got our style, but we just need something to get us over the line?
But the players on that pitch should not be playing like that. Look at the quality we've got on that pitch. Palmer came on. I think he was fantastic. Yeah. Kane, what did he do tonight? What did he offer? Tony or Watkins should have started. Watkins for me should have started. Scored against Holland to get us here. He should have started. It was pathetic. But.
You know what? I'm wondering, was there an injury to Kane or something like that? I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah.
Remember Tottenham in the Champions League final when he started instead of what was it? I've forgotten his name. Lucas Moura. Yeah. It's kind of reminding me of that today because he was so anonymous.
Again, like he said, if he's the captain, he should get to a point where he says, right, I can't play. I'm not doing this for England. I need to hang my boots up tonight for Watkins or for Tony. He's not a captain. I wouldn't ever have him playing an international tournament again. I'm not happy with Kane, but we're here. We've got here.
We're here.
You know, it's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah, America in a couple of years' time. Do you think we can go one better?
It's hard to say, innit? You know, I think us as England fans think we've got a divine right to win. We don't. It's not football, is it? It's not the way it goes. But we'll see in 2 years' time, won't we? We'll see what happens. But on to the season, see what Arsenal can do.
It's disappointing in the end because we got back into it. What did you make of it?
You know what? Like, everyone's ecstatic. You know, like we equalise. It's 1-1. But like, there's a lot of us where we all thought, when you actually equalise, is this actually happening, right? Like, there's so many people in the stadium who are like, right, are we actually equalised against Spain? So look, you know what? We were going in. No one had that much expectation. It's 1-1. We lose 1-1. Well, we lose 2-1. But you know what? The boys have done well, right? Like, if you told any of us, right, we go to the final, we finish second, you take it. So like, we've done well, I think. Like,
yeah. What do you think? You know, listen, he's got us to another final, Gareth Southgate. What do you think? Do you think change it now, or do you think he deserves to stay on for the World Cup?
It's tough. I think we change him. Like, the guys seem to obviously respect him. They had a siege mentality through the whole tournament. There's us against them. The media turned. But it only gets you so far, right? Like, you do it for one tournament, but does it last you another tournament? Like, I think there's a few better options. I don't know who you get. Graham Potter's available. But I think it's time, right? He's had enough time. He's done really well. I think the fans really appreciate him. But you know what? You go to a World Cup, the squad looks a lot different in 2 years' time. We used to be a young team. You're now at a peak team. World Cup, you really need to make the most of it. So, yeah, look, I think you find someone with a bit more experience, you give it another go. But I don't think the fans should be too unhappy with what's happened tonight.
Okay. I'm still gutted. You know what? I still couldn't believe that goal at the end. You know what I mean? Like, a real sucker punch, wasn't it?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it gave us enough time to respond.
Yeah.
So I think by the time they'd wasted endless time at the end, going down easily, fucking feigning injury, excuse my language. But I think that the killer for me is the first half. I don't think we did enough in the first half.
Yeah.
I think we could have done much, much more. We could have been much more aggressive. We could have pressed much, much harder than we did. I just felt we made it too easy for them. I don't think they were at their best, and I think that was our chance to take advantage. We could have done more in that first half to really put pressure on them and to go 1-0 up instead of being 1-0 down.
Yeah, and then the question I was asking to your mate, you know, we've got to another final. We never used to get to many finals. The last 2 Euros we got to the finals, but ultimately we haven't won. What happens with Gareth Southgate now, the manager? What's your opinion on it?
I think he's done a great job. He like Pran said, he's created an atmosphere in the team. They all absolutely support him. You can tell that they would do anything for him. But I think tactically he doesn't have enough in the locker. And we were talking a little bit about this before. Some people might not like the shout, but somebody like Jurgen Klopp, somebody who can really, really take the passion that England fans have and turn that into a potential victory. I think that could be a great option for the team. Somebody who, like I said, can use everything that fans are giving to really push us to the next level.